You're locked in with DJ Marx, and I've got another great interview this week again. Man like Inder Sandu is in the building. Inder, how you doing, bro?
What's going on, bruv? What's going on, people?
Bruv, it's been a long time, man, since we like really got to sit down and like chop it up, man.
It has definitely been a while, man. Definitely been a while. How have you been, fam?
You know what? Not too bad. Not too bad, actually. I was actually trying to piece together when the last time was we saw each other, and I actually think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it might have been when we was running the TV interview with Kalisha J. That's the last I can remember.
You know what? Yes. It would have been a show that you put on in South somewhere. I was supposed to come and take pictures for Unique, but I couldn't make it for whatever reason. And to be honest, me mentioning this story is irrelevant. Yes, what you said was correct. Yep. That was the last time we saw.
Well, listen, either way, it's good to see you, man, and like see man's healthy and stuff. So yeah, it's a good look, man. So let's get into this music and like really find out what's been going on. So in terms of like since the last time we saw each other, what's been going on in terms of the music? How's it been with you in that regards?
Bruv, I think because you've been there from jump, right? You've seen the conception. Hashtag iPaul EP days.
Yeah.
And on a side note, to you've given me, I remember exactly where I was. I was in a park. I was overwhelmed, and you sent me a message, fam. And it was just like, don't watch what people are saying. Don't watch what people are thinking. Just carry on building. Carry on doing what you're doing. And I swear to you, that thing stuck with me. It's still with me. God bless you. Heavy for that, Marx. Because it's advice and it's information, fam, that I've just continued to run with, bro. Hence why the sound is so different now, because I don't care. Basically, I don't care. I'm gonna put something out, just change it up, switch it up.
But you know what? That's the kind of vibe really you need to kind of run with, because one thing I've realized with like all my years in the business is that everybody is different and everybody's got their plan in terms of what they believe that you should be doing and stuff like that. But the best thing that you could do as an artist is literally just be you, stick to what you know, kind of thing, and don't really respond for other people. And when I say don't respond for other people, I'm not talking about obviously don't work with other people and stuff like that, but more a case of once you know what you're about, once you know what you're trying to do, everyone's gonna have their views and all that kind of stuff. So I've kind of just like realized, what, in this game, you just got to kind of like stick with what you know, what you believe for yourself, and just like kind of be true to that, man. Boy, like I said to you, like when you were chatting before the start of the interview, I've been a fan of yours for a long time, man. So whatever I said to you then, I'd still say the exact same thing now, man. Just keep doing your grind and keep moving with that, man, because you're releasing some really good stuff, man. So, just keep doing it, bro.
God bless you for that, man. Thank you. And I plan to, man. Long as God keeps, giving man fuel and ground to run on, bro, I plan to just keep putting out a madness.
Well, let's get stuck into it, because I know that you released your the Colindale tapes last year, wasn't it?
Yep.
And that's a 5-track EP. Absolutely great EP right there, guys. If you haven't checked it out, do go and check out Inder Sandu and Colindale EP. He's doing some great stuff on there. But one thing I really like about you, Bob, is that I can't seem to put you in a box. Not to say I'm trying to put you in a box, but that, for example, you look at an artist, you say, okay, this guy is hip hop, this guy is R&B, this guy is jazz, this guy is this, blah, blah. But you've got such a versatile way about you in terms of your music. I mean, I've heard tracks which is like the kind of R&B vibe. Then I've heard a track which is like the whole rock thing. And then, then it's like, wow, this guy can literally just go anywhere. So it's really good, and to like really kind of hear that sound from you. We're gonna like get into that a bit more, but guys, just to get things started up, I'm gonna play one of the tracks from his Colindale tape, and this one is called Letter to Self. So let's get it.
Letter to Self, Colindale tape. Yeah. Do you think about me like I think about you? See, I care if you smile. Won't you stay for a while? Talk about everything, yeah.
All right, guys, so we're back. We just had a letter to self by Inder Sandu. Bro, tell me about that particular track. In fact, about your music in general. When you see you're writing your songs, what kind of effect are you hoping you're going to have on the listeners in terms of when they listen to your music?
I want to evoke feeling, man. I want to evoke feeling, but more so, I want to be like a gentle hand on that feeling, you know. Like I'm sure we both have the same kind of friends in a sense. There's the people that we can speak to and, you know, they'll gas you, you know, to do a madness. And then there's the people that you can speak to, be like, Marx, let's be wise. Let's sit down, let's talk. And I want to be the one that says, let's do madness. No, I'm joking. I want to be the one that says, let's be wise. You know, let's think about it. You know, it's emotionally intelligent music, man. Like I want people to reconcile with their emotions, but not in the sense where we start following ourselves or following our minds into just a mess.
Yeah, yeah.
But in a sense where we you know, where we what's the word? Where we are empowered to do what is right, to do what is true. Letter to self, you know, it was just a bad day and not a bad life. But I was in such a low spot, right, Marx? Bruv, I was in such a low spot. I was purposely on the way to work trying to get into a fight with people to work, you know. As I'm on my way to work, little things, dumb things, but I became so bitter and so annoyed, and so many things were just eating me up inside. But really, the other day, do you know what? I swear to you, letter to self, I listened to myself. I listened to, because it is a letter to myself.
Yeah. You
know, like, all right, cool. In terms of the songwriting, though, I was listening to a lot of Ray Charles.
Okay.
When I wrote that, yeah, and I just like it's very simple, like this the kind of structure. So I think that's why that song's kind of simple in that sense.
So, you know, I'm like, one of the other things that I really like about you as well is that your music videos are just like so creative and out of the box. It's like stuff that I wouldn't think about if I was trying to put a music video for someone together. You've managed to like get this concept and pull it in all your work. So how do you go about really putting, you know, getting these ideas for the music videos, and, you know, what's it like, you know, being able to take it from your head and, you know, manifesting it into the way you want on the video?
The quirkiness definitely comes out of lack of budget, so you got to make the most out of, you know, little.
You would never know that though, because your videos don't look like they're from lack of budget. They look like high-end videos and like proper massive plans and everything else has been gone into it.
Well, this is the second part of it. So you also need like-minded people. And John Ross Courage, that's my dude. This guy, bro, we'll come up to a place. We have like 12 props. I said, John, I lost 3 on the way here, so we ain't got 15 no more. We got 12, and he's like, all right, cool. And then literally we just do something. It's like, all right, cool. Try. Oh, there's a wheelbarrow over there, fam. There was a long cable when we was walking into the building. Why don't you try that? Like-minded people, man.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
things is possible. It's that kind of attitude. Selfish. Oh my god. When we walked into the mate, bruv, I'm doing bare ad libs. When we walked into the hall, it looked nothing like the pictures.
Yeah, yeah.
Nothing. I was, oh my days, livid. And John Ross was like, yo, bro, don't worry about it. We'll work with it. And that's exactly what we did. We literally made up that concept was made then and there on set. Yeah, man. So like-minded people as well. Big time, bro. Big time. Because they believe as well.
You know what? Going back to something you were saying earlier, before you that question there, one thing I kind of picked up, and I want you to confirm this for me, is that with your tracks, it feels like you kind of wear your emotion on your sleeve as you do the songs. It's like there's a lot of emotion in there and stuff like that. So is that the case? And like, how much of your own personal experience and circumstance goes into your songwriting?
I think heart on my sleeve is something that stuck with me since school. I remember teachers had even described me as that. It's not always a good thing though, because sometimes you need to have your poker face on, and everyone can read what's happening. I think in terms of my experiences though, I try, if the word is amalgamate, I try to put all of them into. So for instance, Trash Can Love, that's obviously about a female. I'm saying to her, like, yo, shorty, I ain't got it right now. But I'm saying, if we can walk down the road, we might get to a nice road after the end of this road.
Yeah.
But what I did was I put all the women, and I would say, no, these weren't women. These were like just interesting ladies. Let me put it this way: interesting ladies that bruv, it's like when they saw man was doing the music, full time, and Peas isn't coming in like that. Yeah. Or they're trying to drop hints about this one's working in finance, or why don't you try this and when you try that. I just put all of those women into one woman, and it's like I sung that song to her. But that woman was like maybe 12.
Yeah, yeah.
This one said, I remember one girl, right? It was going well, fam. Really wicked conversation, but I was feeling myself, she was feeling me, I was feeling her. Everyone was feeling, brother, it was a nice feelings. Yeah. And when I started doing music full time and I took the bus here, bruv, she unplugged from the convo.
Wow.
Unplugged one time. I saw the disconnect. Star Trek. Bruv.
Wow.
So I think, I try to like put as much as I can, in terms of experiences. I try to bunch them up. Not to say that I now start looking for bad experiences and I'm like, okay, cool, I'm gonna put that in that pot, and then when this pot erupts, I'll make it. No, not like that. But it's kind of like that as well.
Okay, and for those of you that don't know as well, and kind of for a reminisce for me, Inder came from a very hip hop kind of background when I first met him, and it's kind of deep, bro, because you wasn't even doing like the commercial kind of hip hop. You was doing like the hardcore, like grind underground kind of style of hip hop, and now you're kind of singing. So I mean, what the question I want to ask is how easy did you find the transition going from someone that did that style of hip hop into someone that's now doing the kind of singing and vibes that you're bringing now?
Worlds apart, fam. What with that hip hop? When I step into the ring, I step in with the, was that whole kind of, oomph and whatever that. And then when you come with the singing thing, it's like people are waiting for you, man. Waiting for a bum note. Waiting for one of your nostril hairs to just fall on the mic. They're waiting for something to go off. I found that incredibly hard. Incredibly hard. It's much more vulnerable as well to sing because there's less stuff you can masquerade around this. And at least when I'm splitting bars, though, I can pace up and down. I do a little back and forth chant. I can make a joke. If I'm singing, bruv, oh my days, crash and burn after crash and burn, Mark. I remember certain sets, I would spit some bars and I'd go to sing, and it literally the set started well and it went because I started singing. I didn't have that same confidence, control as I did. But after a while, man, going back to what we originally said on the back of that amazing advice you gave me some years back, you know, just don't care, man. Just go and do it. Because Unique as well. Unique gave me a wicked advice, man. He said, what I give them is what I leave them with.
Yeah.
And I don't want nobody think, you know what I mean? I don't want nobody to think that I'm on, you know, this 50-50 business, because that's not me, man. I ain't me, yeah. So it was incredibly hard at first, and now it's a bit normal. I can't say it's like bread and butter now, in the sense like it's I can, you know, but it's much easier. I do really want to rip it up with some bars though on stage. Now I'm not gonna lie, because it'll be nice. It'll be nice.
Well, you know what? Let's get into another one of your tracks that you did when you kind of like transitioned over into the singing. So guys, this one by Inder is called Compromise. Absolutely banging track. Let's get that. All right, in the pool, we've just had that compromise track. Absolutely great track that is there. And I was saying to you during our chats that that's one of my favorite tunes that you dropped. So, guys, you have just watched the music video on YouTube, and you would have seen like the great things I was saying earlier in the interview regarding his ideas around the music video. So, really great track right there. But in the pool, it's time for some fun, man. Every artist that comes on our show, I always play some kind of small game with them.
All
So
right.
I'm gonna play one of you today, and this one.
Why am I getting worried? Why am I
No,
getting worried, Marx?
it's nothing like that, man. It's simple things. It's just very relaxed, a very relaxed show we got here. So it's nothing like that. But
Cool.
this one we're gonna call the Tale of the Hat, and all that's gonna happen is I'm gonna tell you a music video that you did, and you're gonna tell me what color hat you was wearing in that video. As simple as that.
All right, cool. I
Yeah,
can do that. I can do
cool.
that, no problem. Do that
All
with my
right.
eyes closed.
All right, let's go. I mean, to tell the truth, I looked at him. I thought this guy's gonna just get everything. It's gonna be so easy anyway. But let's just do it and see how it goes. Yeah.
All right.
So to start off with, and I know this one's gonna be easy for you. And we've just had the track. What color hat was you wearing in Compromise?
Gray.
No, actually, it wasn't grey.
What?
It's not grey. Unless you had some kind of filter on the camera, it's not grey.
What color was it?
It was kind of like a bluish mint kind of hat.
I definitely. Wow, I went into this way too cocky. Wow, pride goes before the fall. Truly, it does.
You know what? Let's try you with the next one. Your other music video, Go Blind. What color hat was you wearing in that one?
Like a brown burgundy kind of thing. No, it was more brown.
You know, I'll give that to you. I actually put down burgundy as well, so I'll give you that one.
All right.
Fountain pen. What was you wearing in that one?
Fountain pen. Ooh, fountain pen. Yellow.
Yellow hat. Yep, that's the one.
Come on.
All right, let's go back a bit further now. See how much you remember. Christian.
I was wearing a couple hats. I got
Yeah, you
gray.
were. I'm glad you said that because I put down the 3 different colors that I saw. So I was wondering if you just got to remember that you did a number of hat changes in that video. So yeah, go hit me with it, man.
So there's a blue Toronto Maple Leafs hat. There's a gray New York Yankees hat. What was the other scene? So there's the car park scene, and there's a black Armani hat.
Yep, that's it. You're all feeding. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Because I was
Shout
going through
out
that video.
Vision.
Listen, I was going through that video, brother. It was literally like I was thinking to myself, okay, I watched the first 5 seconds. I saw the black hat. I thought, okay, so he's wearing black. But something said to me, just keep going forward. Then there was the grey, and then there was the blue. I thought, wow, okay, man, probably like switched it up in this one. All right, the last one for you, Bo. What color hat was you wearing in Selfish?
In Selfish, if I remember, I wore 2 hats.
Yeah, again, you did.
A brown bowler or fedora, and then I wore a gray, like Nike kind of winter hat.
Yeah, Bo. You got the colors, man. Give you the round of applause on that.
Compromise. I let you down, but next time I won't compromise.
You pulled it back with the rest of them, so it's all good, man. It's all good.
Yeah,
but you know what? Let's get into your new single. I know you've got a new single about to drop. Tell us a little bit about that track and how it came about.
Monster, man. Like, it's called Monster. David Kent, my friend and guitarist, he was like in a lockdown, let's make some music, and I had some songs written up there. So that's how the actual fusion of sound came about. But in terms of the story, man, we all got monsters in it, and I think we deal with each other rather short and quick. We don't try to find out the context of one another's story or where we're coming from. Why was Mark so short with me that day? Or why does Paul always lose his mind? And then, there's something that happened, or there's something, that they're coming from. And I got close to a particular female, and she just didn't understand why I couldn't commit in some, you know, in some, you know, like a long-term relationship or something, man. Like I there was many things that I need to get together, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
And she didn't understand, but she was brave enough to try to get to know the monsters. But it was that I did not want nobody to see those monsters,
yeah, yeah.
you know. So then it was on the back of that. Really, that was the catalyst, man. I started writing. She was, yeah, she was something special still. But yeah, the song, man. So that's where Monster came, bro.
So when does the track drop then?
Oh, it drops on my birthday, man. When I turned the
Okay,
big 3-0, 22nd of this month.
cool. So 22nd this month, guys. Make sure you look out for that. Actually, you know, I've had the privilege of checking it out beforehand. I can tell you now, it's an absolutely big track, and it's a completely different sound for you again, bro. It's like it's gone to a completely different area compared to like what I've heard, for example, on the Collindale tapes, just in terms of the sound. So why that particular sound for this track?
So I forgot the guy's name, man. But I saw a Subway performer in New York on YouTube. Wow, that's a very dodgy sounding sentence. But I saw him on YouTube in New York. Cool. He was singing what's that song? When a man loves a
Oh
woman.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But he was doing it to a boom 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 boom
Mm.
boom boom. And I said, bro, I want a song like that. I want to sing a song like that. I want to do something like that. Yeah, let's do it, kind of thing. Oh mate, timing though, man. Timing on that is a different thing. But yeah, that was the idea of the song, man. And plus I wanted to, you know, I feel like I am kind of finding my not to pigeonhole myself or whatever, but box myself. But I do kind of think maybe I'll be settling, or you know, setting up a house in this land of rock soul.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man, because I really like that, bro. I really like it. Really like it. It just takes something out of me, man. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. I like it, man. I love it, bro.
Well, you know what, you're talking about that kind of rock soul vibe. I mean, this track is a bit more rocky in terms of Unstoppable. So yeah, you know, guys, we're going to give you that one right now. This is another great track by Inder called Unstoppable. You'll see what I'm talking about in terms of how versatile this guy is compared to the other ones that we've already played. So let's get that one, Unstoppable by Inder Sandu. There we go.
For all of these, I was
Like, guys, so you just had Unstoppable by Inder Sandu. Bro, you have to tell us about that video. I mean, I looked at it and the idea was just so great. Um, I mean, it looks like a whole kind of gang vibe and everything else, and everyone's kind of like trying to attack you and all this kind of stuff. But then but when you look at it and the stuff that people are holding, it's like it gives you that kind of moment of smiling and kind of like chuckling along with the video as well, because it's like, you know, you got like water guns and like, you know, plastic tennis rackets and all this kind of stuff, and it's like it was a really fun video to watch. So tell me about that video, man.
We almost got arrested, mate. We're supposed to have like permits and stuff, right? And we didn't have no permits, so the security were like, "Oh, you know, you can't shoot here." And one of my friends, she's an actress. A lot of people there were actors. At that time, I was working in a like a call center, right? So and it's full of actors, bare actors.
Yeah.
So I was like, "Brother, come." Everyone came. She speaks to security guard, fam. She just confused him. Even she confused me. I was listening to what she was saying, but she said some wicked stuff, and he was like, "All right, no problem. 20 minutes. I go away. I come back." Bruv, we shot the ish out of that in that 20 minutes, and oh my goodness, and nobody spent a night in jail. I'm telling you, but yeah, bro, I wanted to have like that serious kind of vibe to it, but at the same time, I know babies are gonna be watching this. I don't want them to be picking up guns and just kind of crazy stuff. So I thought, all right, cool. I'd much rather you dash a teddy bear at a policeman than try to dash a brick or something. You know, we started dashing teddy bears at one another. At that scene alone, though, right? If you look closely, you will see somebody sleeping in one of those benches. He was the only person that didn't want to move, right? So we thought, all right, cool, bun it, bruv. Just try not get don't get him in the shot, but we'll carry on. And we shot that scene 3 times. So imagine everyone had to pick up the ball. God bless everybody on that shoot, man. They blessed me heavy. Pick up all the balls, pick up all the teddy bears, boom, put it back in, and then I have to rerun back into there, dash it at my head, pretend to fight. I was breathing heavy, bro.
You know what? You have to, like, you know, guys, those of you watching on YouTube can appreciate what he's saying here now, because the amount of stuff that you guys had throwing and doing all these kind of things in the video, for you to kind of have to reset, gather everything up and do it all again, that for me, that sounds like a mission, bruv.
It was, man.
But it really pulled off really, really well, man. I mean, I looked at the video, I thought, wow, this is like a really good track, man. So no, well done on that, bro. It was really good.
Everybody that day, man, every single person that day, they're the reason for the success. They're the reason for obviously God, but those guys, God bless me through them, man. John Ross mate, I purposely again, going back to Unique, he gave me advice. He says, the less people, bro, the less complicated.
Yeah.
I said, cool, no problem. Kristen was the biggest shoot I did, but even in that sense, it was just everyone coming for this one place, one time. This was a madness. Barbican is confusing enough as it is. You've got this level, that level, and all of this stuff. But everybody, bro, one by one, everybody showed up, literally. And it was like a Western film, because they was walking all the way from the entrance and the sun was with them. So in the front far, you couldn't tell who it was. Just a shadow coming close. And like, I hope this is... And then it was, like, it was even like Lord of the Rings. Like, one by one, they just joined in the army. Oh, my days. He showed up. Brilliant. And then, yeah, clearly I'm still excited about it, man.
I could tell that, bro. You can see the way that you're describing the video, man. But it deserves for you to feel like that. Because like I said, it's a really good video, and the creativity behind it was amazing. It was a good thing to watch, definitely. So what do you have coming up for the rest of 2021 from Inder Sandu?
Well, we got some singles, man. We got some singles. Obviously we've got Monster. I've got 2 other singles. You know, I won't say much more, but I just know you get an email your way, Mr. Marx. You'll get you know, something your way. And then after that, we're gonna switch up the sound again, bruv. We're gonna go into a mad place, a mad, very mad place. Each song will sound like 3 different songs. Dumb instrumentation, dumb musicality. Hopefully, with the lockdown lifts as well, bro. I'm gonna do up some busking, man.
Okay, cool. That's something I'm gonna completely again, man.
Yeah, bro. Do up some busking, because Ah, mate, I turned 30 this month. I feel like I just need to, and something needs to break for the music on a different level,
Yeah, yeah.
completely different. Because God has been doing the unfit. Bro, I never thought I'd do half of the stuff. Half of the stuff. Imagine I pull EP and we're talking about Unstoppable. It could never
Yeah,
happen.
yeah.
I never, but God has just been blowing my mind. So I really need to start thinking even bigger now, like just crazy. Because God's been doing the mad thing already. So yeah, man. What are you telling me though, fam? What's going on for the year for you? What's happening?
Just more of this kind of stuff, man. Just talking to people like yourself, getting these interviews in. Yeah, we're gonna have a good time, man, this year. So I'm definitely looking forward to hearing the rest of your singles that you're gonna be dropping. I know they're gonna be great tracks as well. So no doubt about that. But Buff, as we end this interview, where can people find you online?
Everywhere, mate. Or just go to my website, ipaulsandu.com. That's IPAULSANDHU.com. Join my mailing list and I won't spam you that much. Promise.
Well, guys, we're going to get his brand new single. It comes out next week, Monday, 22nd. So you got a great exclusive listen here right now. The track is called Monster by Inder Sandu. Bro, it's been great having you here for the interview, man.
Thank you for having me. It was good catching up. I'm gonna call you though, man. We need another catch up, bro.
Yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah.
Call me and we'll catch up, definitely, no doubt, man.
Definitely, man.
Here we go. Monster by Inder Sandu. Don't forget you could keep following me on Instagram as well, DJ Marx UK, and obviously subscribe down below if you're watching on YouTube to the channel for all the interviews and everything else that we've got coming up. But yeah, Monster by Inder Sandu. Here we go.
You called me a monster, so I made a track called Monster. How about it?
Could you slow your roll for me? And could I tell you just what I see? When my reflection is staring back at me. You might see confidence, a go-getter, but it's dark inside my head. So many voices in my head, and my feet just about touch the ground. These walls, they seem with sunshine, and most days I can't stand inside of me. I got the weight of the world on my shoulders, and if I stop to drop these boulders, show you the scars on my past, would you walk away from the monster that I am? From the monster that I am, would you stay? I'm a mess right now, I ain't my best right now, and I'm afraid to let you down. I heard the Iceman say that he was just a Clark Kent, but the world wanted Superman. Well, mama, I lost my cape, and now I'm running late in getting back to myself and me. I got the weight of the world on my shoulders, and if I stop to drop these boulders, show you the scars on my past, would you walk away from the monster that I am? From the monster that I am, would you stay? I'm going through it, I'm going through it right now. I'm in pain, oh, I'm in pain. I gotta work this out before it all comes to a crash. I got the weight of the world on my shoulders, on my shoulders. girl, yours is fine mine. Yours is fine mine.